Jumping in John Line, guys, welcome back to This Is the Place. This is chapter 15. When we last left off, we were just entering day 63 here. We had a good first few days after our coma. I mean, as good as they could be. Mayor hit us with some staff cuts and all this other shit, but we're still pressing on. Let's look at the, 1 second here. There we go. Let's look at the headlines, and then we'll just start our day. So we got senior citizens empty pharmacies across. Freeburg abandons drinking fountains. Bike ride in the city center. We have a little note from Robespierre. City Hall has 2 thumbs, 1 down. Mafia has 3 thumbs up. Police station. One man's trash is another man's treasure. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Something about the abandoned drinking fountains, then. At least that's what I would assume. Nope. 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 My core, you're killing me here. Alright. Where did we leave off? We listened to, yeah, we listened to that one. No. I'll change it in a second here. It's fine. What do we got here? Blues for Mr. T by Bob Bernard and Len Bernard. Alright, so first things up, let's go and find Bruno Savini. Fishbosh, Modi, Stokes. Go bring him in. Where did we leave off and everything here? So I know we're down to what, 19 slots. I want an extra cop slot. That'll be the next thing I'm asking for, is another position. Besides that, though, we'll reopen this case. Moser, Sandstorm, Kuzma. I want everyone looking at that again. Disorderly conduct at the city center. A bus driver just called in reporting that a group of teenagers were running down the street throwing stones at the shop windows. The man told them to stop, but for his trouble, he was struck in the head by a rock. Poor bastard. Platonic, rather. Take Barcelona. Check that out, please. Situation is more serious than we thought. Requesting reinforcements. God Bomber, Williams. Good job. Nice. Open up the investigation. No. Oh, yeah, I have to wait for Moody to come back first, but we'll throw Moody on the destruction of property case as well. I want to see if there, some new eyes can shed some new light on that. Theft in the suburb. Some items went missing at the home of Veronica Long. Items worth over $10,000. A friend and I were sitting together in the evening, drinking wine on a lark. Clara said we should try on my jewels. We had fun putting on rings and necklaces, trying different things together, and then we sat everything back in the box. My friend went home and I decided to look at my jewelry one more time. That's when I noticed 4 rings were missing. I was literally wearing them an hour ago. They are very expensive and have been in my family for generations. Well, I think the more obvious case here is it was her friend Clara, but Smatty, Morta, check it out, please. How'd that go? Nice. The police have arrived at Clara Long's residence. Her husband opened the door. She's shot a look at the police and ran away down the hall, but soon returned and sat on the sofa. It's ordered to immediately bring out the stolen items. It's pretty obvious. We have a suicide threat at Sophocles Theater of Drama. A theater director called in reporting that one of the young dancers had locked herself in her dressing room and wouldn't respond to the knocks at the door. I don't have the strength to break down the door, and I'm afraid the girl might have done something to herself. She was very upset to learn that she won't be among the principal cast in the upcoming premiere. Platonic, Barcelona. You know what to do. Some exciting news. Assassin's Creed Valhalla comes out on Steam today, so I am currently downloading that in the background and I'm waiting to play it. I'm excited for that. Message from Christopher G. Sand. Jack, we have something going down today at Sardius Jewelry Store at 7 o'clock. We wouldn't want a policeman crashing the party. I think $1,000 should be enough for such a request. Depends on what the crime is. 11:10 Smuggling at the port. Port officers opened a container instead of cement. As specified in the documents, they found boxes of very rare and expensive alcohol. Soon after, an SUV approached the place. 3 armed men got out. Screams and gunshots were heard. Fishbash, Williams, Stokes, and Muerta take the SWAT team and the paddy wagon. Head down there. Our officers broke down the door and found that the dancer had simply fallen asleep. They want some backup. Platonic, God Bomber, Samadhi. Let's send the whole force. Might as well send Gilbert and Barcelona as well. There's that theft at the jewelry store. Good shit. I found some alcohol too. There's my 1,000. Alright, we have an armed robbery at the boutique. An obsessed woman wearing a bunny mask entered a boutique and told the saleswoman to put all the money from the register into a sports bag. When the cook laughed, the woman wearing the mask pulled out a gun and fired it into the air. Another customer at the store whispered from the dressing room besides the money, she also wanted a red dress size XL. This could be dangerous fast. We're going to send Fishbash, Barcelona, Stokes, Williams, and the SWAT. Got 2 new frames in this investigation, which is the 2 I was looking for. The suspect is Gregory Polzin, biker. Kevin's throat bar. Gregory Polzin continued pursuing the devil on the bottom of glass. Platonic and Samadhi, go pick him up. And I can finally put that case to bed. It's another win for us. Whew. See, a fresh pair of eyes is all we needed. Happy with that. Good, good. Nice. Yeah, I forgot to throw what's-his-face back onto that case. Moser? No. Moody. I forgot to put Moody on that case, but it's fine. Shift B, how are we looking? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. No different than what I have on this one. Yeah, should be fine. Day 64, September 16th, Monday. Freeburg hockey team on strike, 3 months no pay, garbage collection fee increases 25%, Christ icon discovered in foundation of Buddhist temple. City Hall's good, Mafia's good, police station's questionable, chain's only as strong as its weakest link.
What's this, Martin? Think that'll cover breakfast?
Good Lord, Jack. You should knock.
Don't worry, Martin. I don't care what kind of business you're up to. Although on second thought, scratch that. I'm very interested in your business. In fact, that's why I'm here. You have a lot of connections?
Depends on what you need.
I want to keep my job. I've got another 5 years in me at least. I want to prove my dismissal is illegal. You know someone who can help?
Jack, are you sure you want to get involved in this fight?
Martin, let's not,
Got yourself a new toy?
Oh, you noticed, Martin. Just like a teenager, always on the move. Yeah.
Hello. Is this Mr. Boyd?
Last I checked, who's this? And where did you get my personal number?
When you work at the prosecutor's office, it's not too hard to find someone's phone number.
The prosecutor's office? Just a second. Martin, out. I need to take this.
But Jack, it's my office. Okay, I understand. I'll go grab an ice cream. As for your little problem, Jack, I think we can work something out. Give me a couple of weeks.
Weeks?
Jack, what you're asking is...
Yeah, okay, I get it. Now get out already. I'm sorry, what'd you say your name was?
My name is Lana Berman. I'm the deputy prosecutor of Freeburg. Well, one of the deputies. Not even the first deputy, to tell you the truth.
How can I help you, Miss Berman?
I don't know how to say this, Mr. Boyd. You see, Mr. Boyd, I'm in line to be the next prosecutor of Freeburg, and apparently that's happening quite soon.
Soon? Shia Broom was just re-elected for a new term.
Yes, but she'll be resigning in February. She's suffering from a heart condition, so she's chosen a replacement to carry out her term, and she chose me. You have no idea of the scandal, Mr. Boyd. I've only been at the prosecutor's office for half a year, and she chose me. It's incredible.
That really is unbelievable, Miss Berman. But what's it got to do with me?
Well, I understand how this call would seem strange to you, Mr. Boyd, but Mrs. Broom said she said that you have a lot going on, but you're the most honest official in the city. And if I really want to change the city for the better, and I swear that's what I want, then I should meet you.
I'm afraid Mrs. Broom was exaggerating.
Oh, believe me, Mr. Boyd, Mrs. Broom is not one to exaggerate. I'm sorry, Mr. Boyd, I need to run. Do you mind if I call you later?
Do I mind? Let me think. No, I don't mind, Miss Berman.
Thank you, Mr. Boyd.
What an odd interaction. Percy. Not today, Percy. Mole, this has been a long time coming for you. Congrats. You deserve it. Where did we leave off? It's the last one I listened to. Old Merkbo Reach, Bob Bernard and Friends. Almost through our whole cassette collection. Gonna have to buy some more soon. Okay. Gang member. Bruno Savini turned out to be a member of a gang known as Atla Funeral Home. He could help you take down the gang if you make him an informant. Yeah, let's find out about this gang here. Chief, the suspect is denying everything. If we want to get this guy's boss, we'll have to loosen his tongue. So we're looking for Federica Lederez. $35,000 reward. Let's interrogate him. We prepared a profile on the suspect. The information we have gathered will help you identify his weak points and use them during the interrogation. When asking questions, be careful. If you screw up too many times, the suspect will likely refuse to cooperate, and then we'll either have to give up or resort to some extreme measures. So his name is Bruno Savini. He's male, 18 years old. Medical examination. Subject suffers from phonophobia, once hospitalized for electrical burns, and since then he avoids electricity. Efforts by psychologists to help him deal with his childhood traumas have proven unsuccessful. Additional information. As a child, Bruno Savini was a competitive swimmer, placed in dozens of competitions. He gave up the sport after an unpleasant experience. After he finished swimming lessons one evening, some girls locked him inside his locker, left him alone there all night. Since then, he was repeatedly appealed to psychologists to help him with his fear of dark and closed spaces. He was also regularly exposed to violence at home. After the death of his parents in an automobile accident, Bruno Savini dedicated himself to his studies and graduated high school with honors. He received a scholarship to a prestigious college, where he was counted one of the 3 best students. He also took several side jobs while he was in school. On one of those jobs at Atla Funeral Home, he met Dante Gambino. They have since grown close. Mr. Gambino has assisted Savini in the past, bailing him out when Savini's gotten into minor jams. He's even listed as Savini's emergency contact. Interesting. I've always wanted great hair. You do something special to take care of it? Listen, I've already got a girlfriend and you're hardly my type. Are we done here? No, we're not even close. Tell me, who do you work for? My own boss, pig. My own boss, pig. Okay, so we already know you're in with Dante Gambino. He worked for you, or is it the other way around? That's the first time I'm hearing that name. Interesting. You're lying. Dante Gambino has repeatedly bailed you out of here. You'd be a fool if you deny it. We record everything. Okay, fine. I'll tell you what you want. Okay, I'll tell you everything. It was Dante Gambino. I got the drugs from him. I just did what he asked. Okay. Dante Gambino. Drug possession, Atla Funeral Home. Dante Gambino keeps drugs at the Atla Funeral Home. Let me check our investigations here. What are you guys working on? I hate to do this, but let's archive this for a minute. Want everyone on this case. Well, Armstrong, Johnson, and Casey. Can I pull in? Oh, I gotta wait a second here. I want to see if I can pull in Shift A detectives as well. Maybe I shouldn't, I don't know. Excuse me. Fight at the city center. Noise from a garbage truck woke up a vagabond who was sleeping on a nearby bench. The homeless man became angry, went to scold the truck driver. A fight soon erupted. Antonashi, take Lazzarini and Steele. Check that out. Steel is still very new, so I want to kind of pair him up with a group so I can get underway there. Alright. Starting the drug possession investigation. Dante Gambino is an old and reliable employee at the Atla Funeral Home. His job is to import and distribute drugs. The cocaine is stored in a metal urn normally used for ashes. The office is open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The goods are brought through the main entrance after closing time. A truck filled with urns comes twice a month. The driver moves the boxes filled with product inside the funeral home. The drug-filled urns are stored in a fireproof cabinet in the office of Frederick Latereza. The owner of the whole operation, Dante Gambino, keeps a key to her office, which he wears on big chain with a lot of other keys. Okay.
911 in progress.
Theft at Desire Park. Jose Muma reported a run-in with a pickpocket at the park. His wallet was stolen along with some documents and an expensive watch. I'm sure it was the red-haired brat. He was rubbing all over me. Spain, Percy, check that out, please. How'd that fight go? Good to hear. Sitting quietly on the bench is a red-haired guy who fits the description, but in the distance there's a woman struggling with a young man in a hood, shouting and clutching her bag. Let's rush to the woman and the guy in the hoodie. The guy in the hoodie notices the police and tries to escape. He stumbles and several wallets and pieces of jewelry comes tumbling from his pockets. Try to chase the fleeing man down. Good stuff. We have a fraud at the residential area. Hello, I was contacted by a lawyer named Donald Horton Jr., who told me some wonderful news. It turns out I'm a distant relative of a Nigerian prince who recently died, and he left me $15 billion. I only need to pay $20,000 in gold bullion to open an account to receive the money, but I noticed that the lawyer carries a pistol, so I decided to play it safe and call in a police escort to make sure everything goes smoothly. We'll send those three. Public indecency at the bus stop. Phyllis Emery is clearly beside herself. This jerk took out his crooked stick in the middle of a crowded bus and started to poke me with it. God, it was so disgusting I screamed. Several of the men on the bus grabbed the pervert and wrestled him to the ground. Spain, Percy. Good, good. Steel's finally at least 150. City Hall had a wall repainted by some hooligans. If the police can't do their job in a timely manner and send these criminals to prison, then they can spend their shift cleaning off the wall. Alright, Love S. White, you two are up. Hate to do it to you two, but don't have anyone else right now. What the hell? Theft at a parking lot. An eyewitness saw a man in a pickup truck cruising down a road, stopping at every parked car and siphoning off the fuel into the spare tanks he carried in the back. Passerby went up to him, but saw the guy had a gun and ran. Antonishi takes Steel and check that out. Drug sales, drugstore. An elderly man called the station in a rage. I went to the drugstore to buy a hearing aid and some pain reliever, and the guy behind the counter tried to sell me cocaine. Interesting. Trevor, take Lazzarini. Check that out, please.
910C in progress.
I have an armed robbery. The Magpie Publishing Home.
In progress.
Another carjacking. Hell on Wheels car dealership. Armed robbery at the Magpie Publishing House rather. An armed man entered a publishing office and demanded a copy of the new novel by writer Ivan Bykov, which had just gone to press. Spain, Percy. You might as well take Velo with you.
Officer on scene.
The suspect had been sighted.
Situation.
He squat down next to someone's car, one end on hose in the gas tank, the other end of the hose is in the suspect's mouth. Apparently he's trying to siphon fuel. Draw the weapon, slowly approach the suspect. He sees the police and quickly pulls a gun from his rear holster. He shoots wildly and misses. Shoot him.
911. 1111 or 12C in progress.
False alarm. The old man has a hearing problem. The pharmacist is complaining that the old man's Vicodin prescription has expired. He mistakenly heard something out about cocaine. I don't think I'll have anyone ready for that, unfortunately.
113B complete. Officer on scene.
Man fires his shotgun into the air and yells at the editor, "Better bring me that fucking book right now or you'll be the hero in tomorrow's obituaries." Shoot him with a taser.
910C complete.
Assault with a deadly weapon. Unicorns of Arcadia Gay Club. During a performance, someone began shouting racist speech at a black singer, then fired several shots from a pistol. The room descended into panic and everyone ran for the exits. Trevor, take steel. And the paddy wagon if you must. Alright. Antonisha and Lazzarini will go too.
112 in progress.
Driving under the influence, eh? I don't think I've had one of those calls yet. 3 new frames in our investigation here. Something like that is what it looks like. I'll send the rest of the squad out.
Complete.
Nice. Alright, let's end the day. Day 65, September 7th, Tuesday. Girl sets house fire to watch firefighters. Freeburg mail truck missing. Nursing home to get cable TV. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. No. Down McCoy again. Alright. Careless Love. Original Salty Dogs. Gang member. Gregory Polzin turned out to be a member of the gang known as Wheels of Empire. He could help you take down the gang if you make him an informant. Wheels of Empire, eh? Anton Tretyakov. Armed robbery road. These bikers headed by Anton Tretyakov robbed a jewelry van and killed a guard. Let me pull. Moser, Moody, Sandstorm, Kuzma, I need all of you working this case.
412 in progress.
Nice. I can hire one more police officer. This is for Shift B. Yes. Okay. What do we got here? Assault at the milk factory. Factory worker Vitaly Smenozov quarreled with the head of the plant and attacked him. Colleagues called the police but are afraid to intervene because Samsonov is as strong as an ox. He took us all by surprise. Platonic in Barcelona. Check that out, please. So the card is called a disorderly conduct at the dump. About 24 Amish men chased everyone out of the city dump and blocked all access. The Amish community claims that the land belongs to them, and as evidence they're presenting a handwritten document. An eyewitness reports that they have not behaving very peacefully, but there are hardly any weapons aside from a few pitchforks. Fishbosh. Stokes, Morton, Williams, take the paddy wagon, close it down. Alright, what do we got? Some jewelry was being transported in a black van. The side of the van was decorated with the Diamond Protection Security Agency logo. There was one security guard armed with a pistol. It seems sparse. There were 3 bikers armed with submachine guns. Anton Tretyakov and his associates were traveling bikes painted with camouflage